All right, I finally got the platinum on V Rising, and before I finished up with it, I thought, you know what, I'll give the castle the decoration it deserves, and I finished it. So I thought I'd just share really what my end game castle looks like. I'm sure there's people that've got way better castles than I've put together, but I'm quite proud of what I've done, and it might give some people some ideas really for how they might want to do theirs. So just in terms of where I am on the map. Literally from where tutorial area started, I went a little bit north, plonked down my castle heart, and I never moved since. I know there's a feature where I could have moved the castle further up, but I think just for sentimental reasons, I just couldn't ever bring myself to moving it. I just really liked the layout that I had at the time. So this is the throne room. This is what you get for beating Dracula. Spoilers, but this giant throne's what Dracula sits on when you go to the boss fight. Hence why I'm so tiny in comparison. Yeah, this is my little throne room I put together. I've got some of my servants knocking around, as you can see. But yes, yes, just some nice little bits of decor around and about. There's a teleporter there, but we'll skip that for now, and I'll come back to where I set that up. Then you've got, of course, the door, open and close. Thought I'd use a kind of portcullis kind of one instead of a normal single door, just so it looks a bit more epic. New paintings on this corridor, little bits of decor where we go down. This is your teleporter that leads then to wherever you want to go on the map, so I can use that to teleport around when I need to. Let's go to the left first of all. We'll work our way around. So over here, we've got the garden. We're going to the garden here. I've got a nice little graveyard set up. Coconut's checking it out apparently. Hey, Coconut. We've got the fountain. We've got the herb garden. I just put a little well there for a bit of aesthetic. Also a little bit of a tree section as well. And this is where I grow all my plants and herbs that I harvest. Mushroom there, ghost shroom, very hard to come by. Worthwhile getting some of those planted. And then we've got to the right here is the servants' quarter. So this is where I have my servants all. You know, when you sire them, you turn them into servants in this room. Thought to add a little bit of lore to it. I gave them a bit of a table with a chair each, little area to change all the way back here with the chests. You know, little bits of a stake. We'll come to that door in a second, but I thought we'll go around the outskirts first. Yeah, and you know, little bits and bats that I've kind of put around and about just for aesthetics. Then we've got here, this is my Alchemy Lab. So in my Alchemy Lab, this is where you can do my potions, my blood items you can create. Also this to summon like rats and vermin to kill. Another teleporter here, which again we'll come back to. And this just links out to the front of the castle. We'll do a fly around before we're finished. But this is the front of my castle that I sectioned off a long time ago. So let's carry on. Also, this is the summoning circle, good for summoning those hags that have nowhere to run, small area, easy to kill and get your items. Going along here, this is the dungeon. So this is where you can keep people trapped, tap blood off them, that kind of thing. Codex over there, looking through the bars at the prisoners. And yeah, this is just where you put your prisoners, and you can either turn them into servants or just use them really for bloods. These four are just for the four different amulets you get for the different bosses that then give you different ultimate abilities and a whole different ones. I've got Dracula's on currently, and the other three are held on here in a PvP setting. This is where then people are going to be raiding your castle to steal these. When you come off into here, also a little doorbell. There we go. Go in this little section. Made a little, you know, transitional hallway. Nice little bit of fireplace there for a bit of a stay. We'll go up here, upstairs. This is going to lead into my jewel crafting area, so you can make all your amulets, refine like stones and that kind of thing. And also a little bit of a couch, lie down in front of the fireplace, get toasty warm, you know. Going on through this door here leads into the library. So this is where I'd research all my different technologies, but also refine like paper scrolls and all that kind of thing. I don't remember what the third one's called. What's it called? Schematics, that's it. So that's just there. And again, teleporter. I've got 3 of them set up to easily move around my castle, which we are leading to very shortly. Then come off into here. This is where you're entering into my workshop now. So this area is for all my like my grinder, my woodworks, refining those raw materials, woodworking bench. Then you've got my tailoring part. This is where I'm going to do my leather working, my tailoring, refining cloths and a tannery. Come off into here. This is the furnace room. So you've got your furnaces, you've got your fabricator, your various anvils and ways to create items and that kind of thing. All of that's in here. And this is also the other exit to my base. When you come out here, again, I walled that off a long time ago. That's just the other exit or entrance into my base. And to the left here, this is my chest room where I keep all my store of items. Got the mimic chest here because why not? It's a chest after all. Might trick some people trying to steal my gear. You know, you got your various chests and storages all in here. My music, which right now is playing some Castlevania OST. Let's go. But yeah, this is my chest room, and this is also my portal room to get around the castle. Now, before we use that, the final bit I didn't show was over the castle heart itself. So here, you've got the castle heart. This just leads out into the garden past those pedestals. And I've also got a back room where it's kind of a reflection room. I've got my throne so I can send my servants on hunts and that kind of thing. And I've got my coffin if I need to recover. You know?
I rise.
Indeed. So you can sleep off in there. There's my cosmetic mirror to change my look if I want to, but to be fair, I've been rocking the same look the whole game. The a la carte clothing set, just legit, you know? And in this room, we've also got the different, you know, miscellaneous kind of structures that do like passive things. And I thought behind the throne I'd give a little bit of a balcony, you know? A little bit of a reflection area. Got a bench. We've got a fountain and a little bit of Lay's having a lie down. But this is just a little bit of a reflection area here. You'll also notice for law reasons, I put a sigil on the door so servants aren't allowed in here. They can't betray me while I'm resting up. That kind of thing, you know? So yeah, finally back to the portals then. So just to make it really easy for me to traverse the map, we've got the portals. So the yellow one, that's just going to take me all the way to the Alchemy Lab. So it's easy to actually bring items and craft potions, that kind of thing. You've then got this red one here. That's going to take me upstairs to the actual the jewel crafting room and the library as well. Save me some steps. And finally, this takes me back to the throne room, which is where we all started. So just before I finish, I thought it'd be worthwhile. Let's have a fly round as a bat and see what the place looks like from the sky. And here we go. Oh, the mist, just selling the look of it. So yeah, there's one of the entrances here. You can see we're flying over the garden. We've got set out on here. And yeah, I like it with multiple floors. It just gives it that look. The stained glass windows as well. There's the little reflection area back where my coffin is behind there. And yeah, I've just thought it was such a fun game. I'm not going to lie. Going towards the end of the platinum, it was getting extremely grindy to get the end game materials, to get the gears and items you need for the bosses. But I've absolutely loved this game, and I thought I couldn't really leave off with it until I finished actually making a castle that was worthy, really, of the time that I spent here. So just finished it all off, and yeah, here we are. Let me know in the comments if you've made a castle or you want to share any of yours and what yours looks like. Let me know how your journey was. And yeah, thanks for chilling and take care.